Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about unit studies, what they are, how to do them, when to do them, and I want to review the company that is providing the unit studies for us this year. So most of the questions about schooling and curriculum are which subjects do you teach? Which curriculum do you use for which subjects? And it's all around this idea that subjects are broken up into independent little areas of learning, that we do math, and then we do science, and then we do history, and then we do reading, and they're all separate. The idea of unit studies is that learning is very integral, that you just use all the different parts of learning when you're really going after something that you're interested in. And so that, I think, is really key. When you're doing a unit study, it should be something that the kids are really interested in. And so once you've picked that, half of the battle is over. And the rest of it is just kind of picking things that will continue to maintain that interest and also open the world to them, because they don't know which books are available. They're not sure which videos would be good. They don't know which activities will work. So you present those to them, but really it's their engagement and their desire to learn that really pushes this forward. And because they're so excited about learning, they're going to pick up the reading that you put in front of them. They're going to be excited about writing because you have that opportunity there. They really want to do the activity because you present it to them. So the unit study breaks down those walls and says, we're really not going to break up all of our subjects. We're just going to do them all together on one idea, around one idea. So the one that I'm going to talk about today happens to be Knights and Princesses. And so you would pick Knights and Princesses, and you say, this is what we want to be our center, our core. All the things, all the history and the sociology and all the things that you're going to do around this will be about Knights and Princesses. And so that just opens the world. I mean, you can make armor, and you can make bows and arrows, and you can make clothing. If you wanted to make a big dress, you could do that. You could talk about castles. You could talk about infrastructure and how do you deal with plumbing in a big brick thing. And you can talk about art. What kind of art do they hang on their walls? And you can talk about heating. All that tapestry that they had, it was pretty, and we're grateful for all that beauty, but it was really kind of to keep the heat in and the cold out because they didn't have great insulation. And you could talk about wars and battles, and there are so many things that you can bring into any subject. I just spooled off all of that to do with Knights and Princesses. And of course, there are fairy tales and other things that you can do with it. But the point is, you pick a subject, an idea that your kids are going to naturally be interested in, and then you just start pulling in other supporting ideas that go around it, like all the things that I just said. Now, I know that can sound really confusing, and I'm not actually doing a video on how to create a unit study. Instead, I'm just describing what one is, and then I'm going to tell you all about these cool people. Please focus. Okay, this is Little Rabbit Trails, and this happens to be the Knights and Princesses unit study. They do lots and lots of unit studies, and they do them in a way that just naturally fits my style of teaching, so I really love them. I've done a couple of different unit studies from different people that were really stressful for me. It was so much work that I gave up, and we didn't do it, and I felt bad that I'd spent that money, but I really like Little Rabbit Trails. So here's how they do it. They send you 2 PDFs. You buy whatever subject you want. We got China and Knights and Princesses and Da Vinci, although Da Vinci might be one that I created for myself, I don't remember. But anyway, we bought these couple of unit studies, and they send you a PDF, and it says, one of the PDFs says, this is how you teach unit studies. And it just kind of is a crash course, and it's really simple. And then the second PDF is really, really long and large. And I don't ever print it off because it's so big, but you could print it if you want. And at the top of every one of the pages on there, it has a picture. This will be one of the pictures. And here's another picture. Okay, and they have lots and lots of pictures like that. And they're of a lot of different things with no words on them. And all of those pictures come in, I don't know if it's the same PDF or where it is, but they send it to you. And then you print it on your own and then just cut them all out so that you have all of these pictures available. And the way that I do it is I let the kids just look at all the pictures that there are so that they can think about it and ponder on which one they think they might want to pursue. And then each child gets to pick a picture because we do unit studies once a week. So once they pick, say, this picture. Actually, I haven't done that yet. Let's do this one. They pick this picture. then I would look on the PDF, and in the top corner of the PDF, it will have that picture on a certain page. And that page has all these different links to videos or sometimes web pages that will be able to describe, in that case, making bows and arrows is what that was, and how to make a bow and arrow. There were a couple of videos on there of how you actually create a bow and arrow, and there was one on the history of bows and arrows and how far they've come. And I think they talked about the slits in the castle walls that they shot from. So there's a lot of history that they talk about around there. She also has some writing stuff that you can do. Well, we don't really do very much of that, but you can. And then there's that one I remember doing. We actually made our own bows and arrows. They made them out of tongue depressors. And my bigger kids, I think they made them out of sticks. They went out in the yard and created their own bow and arrow. So it's very age appropriate, right? So they really can do whatever they want. The little kids were very happy with the tongue depressor ones. The bigger kids really liked making the bigger ones. And so it just kind of grows with the age of your kids, however, whatever level that they are interested in it. And so each kid kind of tries to pick a card that they think will give them something that they're interested in. In this particular one, we've made Merlin hats, and we've made princess hats, and we've done the bow and arrows. I don't remember what all of these are. Oh, we did soap carving. I'll show you this picture. Focus. They did a lot of carving in that time period, and so we actually had soap, and we did some soap carving with it, and the kids made birds, I think, and I don't remember everything they made, but they had so much fun doing it. Now here's the deal. This kind of learning my kids love, and it stresses me out. So I can only handle it once a week. But the real stress of, it is stressful to have to clean up and get everything out, but it's also stressful to try to create that. And so it was really worth my time to just buy a couple of these at the beginning of the year. And it has been really, really excellent experience for us. The kids love it, love it, love it. And I really enjoy feeling like I'm an amazing mom. We are doing the kind of things that, cool homeschooling moms do that I typically kind of don't do because I don't like paint messes. I'm not a big fan of all the stuff that comes along with doing arts and crafts, but it's got it all figured out for you. So it's just so easy to say, yes, we're going to pull this out for one day and we're going to kind of confine the mess. And then you're going to feel like I love you so much because we did this thing that you love. And I'm going to feel like I'm an amazing mom because we did it and now we can put it away. And it's not that big of a deal. And the work has been really minimized because I've just outsourced it. So little rabbit trails. If you are looking for a place that has some fabulous unit studies. They are not sponsoring me, but I really, really do enjoy these unit studies. I think I will probably end up buying more from them because it has been such a great experience. I hope that helps. If you're looking for something that will help just bring some flavor into your homeschool, this can be something that really spices it up and makes it very enjoyable. You are doing things that really, really matter, and you're doing a much better job than you think you are. Keep it up, and I will catch you on the next one.